Hello, everyone. I'm Kurt Molina, Head of Merchant Products at BillEase. We're an on-demand credit and buy now, pay later app. So right now, our target market is actually uh, young professionals, and currently we already have 4 million plus users, majority female. And our app pretty much offers different services. We have merchants, cash load, mobile load, gaming, and e-wallet. So what we do is we cross sell these different products inside our app. But our flagship product is our buy now pay later solution. So for merchants, what we do is we help them boost conversion through the installment solution that we have, and and then we also offer different payment plans. So unlike other BNPL, we offer not only one but three payment plans that which they can choose from. So the first one is pay later in 10 or 20 days. Second one is pay in 4 installment, which is the most popular BNPL product, not only in the Philippines, but also like across the world. And then we also offer pay monthly, which is the traditional POS financing term. Aside from that, our key value proposition to merchants is that we offer them a sales optimization tool that allows them to sell their product to their customers, especially those who are uncarded, simply because our sign up process does not require any card or debit card when you sign up. So we do social media marketing. We also aggressively push our merchants to our own customers through push notifications, and we also offer different exclusive promotions. And right now, BillEase is available in different platform. So we do online checkout integration, payment link, and in-store static QR payment. So this is our strategic partners, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're looking for strategic partners, including merchant partners. If you would like to partner with us, please contact me at merchant@belize.ph. And I'm Kurt Molina. I'm the head of merchant products, and yeah, happy to collaborate.
Good day, everyone. I'm Becca. FilPass is happy to announce that we are finally helping schools save and make more money by building student careers. Everyone knows that fraudulent documents constantly plague the industry, and it's pretty much because there are scammers that provide fake documents that mix into the bank records, school files, and recruitment firms. So, as you can see in the screen, I wanted to ask you all a question. Did you know that the schools in the Philippines earn approximately 30% of their revenue through the document issuance in the schools? So it's not really the tuition fee that's earning them money, but it's the alumni and the students asking for the documents. Because of this, we wanted to show that there are two issues. It's pretty much causing the loss of revenue for schools. Here's why. The first case is that there's a bunch of fake documents. So instead of the school earning money, it goes into the fake documents. Maybe they can just buy it off Recto or some other company that's pretty much a fake record company. And the second one is the validation requests. So a lot of third-party verifiers actually email the school to get the records of the students for hiring or maybe for transferring them to another school. But the problem is the schools don't really earn from these requests. It's just wasting their time. And this is a big hassle that's costing them a lot of money. So this is where PhilPass comes into the picture. Our unique selling proposition centers on helping the schools save and make more money by digitalizing their manual processes. First, we lower the cost of production and the labor cost by, of course, getting rid of their papers, setting up of the mail merge, the printing, or putting the documents into an envelope. And instead, with just a click of a button, the student requests and the records, even the payments, can just be requested very fast. Like 93% of school's time is pretty much saved with PhilPass. Second, we are also increasing the office productivity and efficiency because with PhilPass, there will be 90% error reduction. We know that when people get tired, most likely there will be an error. So we're just reducing the errors by changing it into a system. I know that a lot of you are reluctant to kind of welcome a new product. So we wanted to say that we already have a pool of existing clients like De La Salle Lipa, Finma Education, AMA, and a lot more famous schools coming on board in the next few months. We're actually in discussions with them, so you may see them in our website. And with our document management system, students will actually get their first ever digital ID. I think you also noticed the customer journey. We're just making sure that we're lessening the 10-step process of schools into 3 steps. So the student ID looks like this. We just need to put in all their diplomas, records, and report cards inside, and every student can actually access their records on the spot. I won't delve into a lot of financial details, but we just want to be like a Netflix for the school. Like pay a subscription, we give you everything that you need. And honestly, our industry is going to be growing to 224 billion in the year 2030. So why are we the team to invest in? It's simply because we have a pool of individuals with a proven track record in the education, marketing, blockchain, and finance industry. We're ready to take the Philippines by storm with your support. We are from FilPass, certified, verified, and dignified. Be on FilPass today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elisa Bermudez, venture builder of FundSpace, a loan platform catering specifically to SMEs. Although SMEs account for more than 90% of registered businesses in the Philippines, almost half of them remain unserved or underserved when it comes to financial options. In 2021, loan allocation for the SME sector should have reached 857.1 billion. However, only half of this amount was extended to SMEs, which left close to 400 billion undispersed despite pressing need. This is because existing solutions weren't designed with SMEs in mind. Traditional institutions are often seen as intimidating, as the process of applying for a loan is still rigid, with the focus being on financial statements instead of business potential. On the other hand, alternative lenders also tend to take advantage of borrowers by charging extortionate interest rates. And this is why we built FundSpace. We want to help SMEs apply for a loan on their terms by giving them access to loanable amounts starting at 50,000 pesos with interest rates as low as 1.99% per month, powered by established financial partners. We want to simplify applying for a loan, making it possible even on your mobile phone via the 4 step loan application process on our website. SMEs simply need to visit fundspace.ph, input the desired loan amount and payment terms, fill out the form and upload your requirements, submit your application, and wait for feedback. FundSpace aims to release loans within 7 days after approval so that SMEs can have access to funds when they need them. FundSpace is led by Carla Yap Sisu, who has over 2 decades of experience in building dynamic brands and companies, while I specialize in strategy and operations with 10 years of experience in the startup digital industry. If you or someone you know are looking for financing options or want to partner with us to help empower SMEs through unlocking capital, you may reach out to us via any of our social pages or email. Thank you. This is FundSpace.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bin Song of GoodApps, here to discuss about Payday Today, our inclusive fintech app that focuses on the most vulnerable Filipinos. Every month, millions of Filipinos suffer from pecha de peligro or financial stress. Why? It's because our minimum wage is just $262 versus a monthly cost of living of $492. So when any of these things happen, like medical emergencies or typhoon, Filipinos are left with no recourse but to go to a loan shark. Why? Because banks won't lend to them, because banks don't honor payslips unless you work for top corporations. Now, our very first product uses payroll data to address the most vulnerable Filipinos. Payday Today is an earned wage access app that allows employees to access their earned wages anytime. Here's how it works. First, once the company signs up with us, we integrate with their HRIS. Step 2, employee downloads the app. Step 3, employee just requests whatever available funds and agrees to pay a fixed service fee of 50 pesos. Then it instantly is transferred to his bank or e-wallet 24/7. The more he uses the app, the more credit score we can build for him. Now, the market for this is huge. There are 50 million working Filipinos, 80% of whom make less than $500 a month. But the bigger pie is the $36 billion size of consumer loans in the Philippines today, which can easily double if only Filipinos have credit scores. Traction is very promising. Had $22 average amount per transaction. It's being used 2.25 times a month per user, and 12 companies with 6,000 employee base have signed up with us. Now, against this very huge opportunity, we've set ourselves a 3-year roadmap where year 1 takes us to our beachhead product called Earned Wage Access. Year 2, with the benefit of credit scores and more data, is when we'll enter BNPL and consumer lending. Year 3, on the other hand, is when we'll start balance sheet lending and investment products. And these are our milestones so far. We got our license from PSP last January and been integrated to InstaPay at March, had our MVP by May, and since then have closed 12 companies and 3 HRIS and payroll services providers. The leadership team at GoodApps is composed of seasoned founders. I spent many years at J&J, Unilever, and Globe in senior roles, while Bress, on the other hand, was a BNPL pioneer at Metro. Metro, to this day, did used to be the largest in the country as far as non-card BNPL. Jay, on the other hand, is the OG of FinTech, having been a CFO, both Gcash and Paymongo. Now, here to ask $500,000 for a pre-seed round, and I hope you can help us in our mission to bring real financial inclusion in the Philippines. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Don, CEO and co-founder of NextPay. NextPay is a next-generation banking alternative that gives big banking powers to growing Filipino businesses. Since our launch in 2020, we've processed over 2 billion pesos in digital transactions for more than 3,000 growing MSMEs in the Philippines. Let's dive into what we're trying to solve. Historically, a majority of Filipino businesses remain unbanked. This is because most MSME owners can't afford to open business-specific bank accounts that often require tons of paperwork and high daily maintaining balances. This is why Philippines is largely driven by a cash-based economy. Most businesses still have to go to banks and deal with manual processes. For instance, one of our early users that runs a courier service needed to manually pay her 70 drivers on a daily basis. And you can imagine how tedious this was for her. And another user who owns an e-commerce business needed to accept digital payments from around 100 customers on social media twice a week. What if these 2 users and the rest of tens of thousands of MSMEs and startups in the Philippines didn't have to deal with these time-consuming means to manage their business finances? This is why we built NextPay. In as little as 5 minutes, users can easily create an account without setup fees, maintaining balances, and any of the ridiculous requirements. And with that, we help businesses in 3 ways. First, NextPay allows businesses to collect money through digital invoices, payment links, and QR codes, and allows them to accept money from several payment channels. Customers can pay with their debit cards, credit cards, or e-wallets. Second, businesses can use NextPay to pay their employees and suppliers in batches to any bank or e-wallet in the Philippines. And we've taken the pain out of completing payroll for thousands of businesses. What once took days to complete can literally now be accomplished within mere minutes. And lastly, NextPay allows easy money management using a single dashboard for accurate reporting and bookkeeping purposes. Since we started operations in 2020, we've helped thousands of growing businesses across the Philippines succeed, and we want to help you too. In fact, For everyone watching this, we are offering free disbursements when you sign up and use our special Philippine Startup Week code PSW 2022. You can also scan the QR code on the screen. You can send payments to your employees or suppliers to any bank or e wallet for free for the next 3 months. We are a talented team of over 75 specialists building and delivering quality service for Filipino MSMEs. So, we are NextPay, and we are proudly made by Filipinos for Filipino businesses. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carrie from Paymongo, and I will share with you guys a common situation that merchants encounter when it comes to collecting payments, like long negotiations, paperwork, and onboarding process. Customer support can be slow and unresponsive, which makes it even worse. Even after, it may be difficult to reconcile your payments, like with screenshots, and think about an Instagram seller with no payment processor. So with Paymongo, screenshots will be a thing of the past, and we can provide a seamless payment experience for both merchant and customer. So how? Paymongo is your all-in-one payment solution. You can accept multiple payment methods from your customers like cards like Visa and MasterCard, e-wallets like the examples seen on the screen, buy now pay later with Atomi and BillEase, installments, direct online banking, and even over-the-counter payments. So accept these payment methods with the products that I will run through. We have payment links, so these are one-time links that you can send to your customers, and these are useful for social media sellers like those on Facebook and and it is a two-step process to generate links that you can send to customers to settle payments. However, if you want a more reusable solution, we have Pages, which is a link and send out to multiple customers and can even come with a QR code for physical stores. This is useful for consultation fees, events, and even brick and mortar stores. You have the option to choose between fixed and variable payment amounts. And the best part with these two products is that no coding is needed for links and pages. However, if you do need the code, we still got you. We also cater to more complex demands, typically for those who have their own personalized app or websites. So we've had numerous feedback from developers saying how easy it is to onboard and integrate with Paymongo. It only takes a few lines of code, and integration can be done in as fast as 1 to 2 days, depending on the complexity of your system. But if you need something more simpler, we have e-commerce plugins. So this is for merchants that have websites on Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, and PrestaShop, and you can integrate in minutes, truly. So the payments that you receive with us can also be used to be disbursed to other nominated bank accounts and e-wallets. So you can use it to pay sub-merchants, employee salaries, supplier payments, and even reimbursements. This all-in-one dashboard can help you see upcoming payouts, all the payments, issue refunds, and export your transaction history, making it so much easier for your accounting process. So since 2019, we've grown a lot and have serviced many merchants. So we have grown to over 15,000 forward-thinking businesses using our payment gateway. If you want to consolidate and accept these payment methods securely with our advanced fraud and risk engine, then sign up with Paymongo. Rest assured, we have really reliable customer support and one of the easiest and fastest onboarding experience. Onboard quickly, increase revenue and company productivity, and achieve cost savings and reduce overall customer drop-offs. Feel free to scan the QR code to sign up and experience your easy and hassle-free onboarding experience. Thank you and hope to see you all using Paymongo soon.
This is Aaron Mexico, growth analyst of Peddlr. Peddlr Philippines Incorporated is a startup company from Catbalogan City, Samar, which provides a digital bookkeeping app for small and micro businesses to better their business operations and for them to earn more. The Philippines, home to 20 million MSMEs, accounting for 36% of Philippines' GDP, the backbone of the national economy and the heroes of the local economy. But in reality, most of these micro and small businesses are still using pen and paper for their day to day business transactions. This traditional means leads to loss of business records. While this may be a known problem, they still are unable to shift to digital means and use digital tools because of the instability of internet access and the unavailability of digital solutions that fit their problem requirements. While POS devices are already present in the market, it appears that these are only available for large enterprises because these are expensive and complicated to use. How about the micro and small businesses? That is why we developed the Peddlr app, ang mobile app ng wais na tindera. An OS Lite app made for MSMEs to manage simple bookkeeping, inventory management, and digital store for affordable store supplies, where friction in cost is eliminated and complexity is solved by providing a user-friendly user interface. And with all these, in just less than a year, we are already part of the 70 fastest growing startups in the Philippines and raised $4.9 million in total funding. So why Peddler? It is forever free, it works offline, it is a two-in-one app for POS and bookkeeping, income generating because in a single app, you can create more revenue stream and is locally made. Gawang Pinoy para sa Pinoy. With the Peddler app, you get better control of your business, maximize efficiency, and improve business image. Peddler is also for aspiring business owners. Extra income opportunities through our digital products like e-load, bills payment, and gaming pins. At 100 pesos, you can be your own business owner. Yes, for 100 pesos only, the minimum capital requirement for your Peddler e-loading business. The app also serves as a digital store where they can purchase POS devices, store supplies, insurances, dealerships, and a lot more. That is why we have 2 million merchants across 1,400 plus cities and municipalities around the Philippines. And majority of these are sari-sari stores. And even the smallest businesses like taho selling or even a calamansi vendor can use Peddler app. All these were made possible by maximizing the use of digital platforms to strengthen our relationship with our user base. Through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, a growing community of Peddler users. A community founded and run by competitive and homegrown people from the countryside of the Philippines. Your Peddlers, the Peddler team. If you are a business owner, download Peddler app now. Join our Peddler app user community on Facebook.
Hi, this is Kevin, and this is Plentina. Plentina is terribly proud of our world-class team of over 30 employees where nothing is outsourced and virtually all of us live and work in the Philippines. We've officially launched our first product, Plentina Buy Now, Pay Later in the Philippines as of October 2020 with our initial launch partner, 7-Eleven. And since then, we have partnered with over 65 national scale retailers in the Philippines, including SM and Robinson's Group, where you can buy now and pay later in the Philippines. We've also been featured by the Philippine government in the Philippine Economic Briefing to Singapore just last month, so we're proud to provide services of national importance. We've since grown rapidly, achieving over 450,000 downloads, 5 stars on the Apple App Store, raising $5.7 million from investors. We've got a lending license and an operator of payment systems license. So Plentina's been proud to be increasing access to everyday credit, but what's next? We can add on many more financial services to Plentina that our customers would enjoy, and this is a teaser. So, Plentina just celebrated our second anniversary of launching in the Philippines, and in these 2 years, we've gotten to know our customers firsthand. Sometimes you could use a loan, sometimes you don't, and a lot of people worry about their financial well-being. So the World Bank indicated that 9 out of 10 Filipinos worry about their financial wellness in old age. And financial worries also creep into the productivity of the Philippines, where most Filipinos worry about their financial health, and most of these people say it impacts their productivity at work. Also, 3 out of 4 Filipinos in the country, unfortunately, cannot demonstrate basic financial literacy concepts of risk, inflation, and compound interest. So when the free promos on these new services are over, how will customers' financial wellness be sustained? And if you look at all of these problems together, there's a lot to unpack. And clearly, the Philippines needs new fintech solutions still. Many have rushed in e-wallets, payments, digital banks, lenders, investment platforms. But if most Filipinos don't have the financial literacy to use these tools to their advantage, then how will it all help? If we build tools for financial wellness, then who's using these new tools? And so, people are building self-driving cars to make driving safer. Who's going to make financial decisions safer for Filipinos? For Filipinos that need help driving their finances, then Plentina is building new financial wellness products that will ask the question, what if this financial wellness vehicle could drive itself? So if you're an employer, if you want to retain your staff and keep them away from competition, let's make it happen. Say hi at info@plentina.com. If you're an employee and you'd be rather making money than losing money, say hi. If you're a Filipino that worries about your financial wellness in old age, say hi. And if you want to learn more about what we've built, watch our Philippine Startup Week talk and say hi at info@plentina.com. Thank you.
At Smile, we believe that access to your own data is a basic right. That is why we are working hard to build next generation digital infrastructure that will allow you to take back control and ownership of your own data so you can use it to get access to better opportunities. My name is Jan Pabellon. I am the Chief Product Officer of Smile API. To share more about the problem we are solving, consider this. There are still millions of Filipinos who still do not have access to adequate financial services. More than 5 out of 10 of us do not have access to something as basic as a bank account. More than 7 out of 10 of us do not have access to any form of formal credit. And more than 8 out of 10 do not have access to any form of insurance. So take, for example, applying for a loan. If you were this guy, George, and you would apply for a loan, you would have to fill up a long form and upload a bunch of documents that many Filipinos, to be honest, do not have, like something as basic as an ID. If you were a financial services company, here, like Mike, you would have to review all of this unstructured data, and at the end of it all, have no way of knowing if this was true or not. So the way we solve this problem is very simple. We provide an API and SDK, which any financial services company can embed in their app. So instead of asking your users to fill up a long form or upload a bunch of documents, you would simply ask them to connect their work account and then log in. Then that's it. Instead of asking your users to spend a couple of hours to fill up a long form, or for you to review for a couple of days all of that information, all of this process would take just a matter of seconds. So as you can imagine, a universe of possibilities is enabled by our technology. Imagine if you can just use the information you already have with your employer, like your identity and your income, and leverage that to get access to more financial services. This is exactly what we are doing. To date, we have enabled more than 30,000 Filipinos to get access to a loan simply by using their employment and income data. Our clients report up to 3 times reduction in credit assessment time and effort and up to 10 percentage points reduction in non-performing loans. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have plans to expand across all of the region and eventually all of Asia as well. Smile was founded by an experienced team of professionals in 3 countries, from China, from Singapore, and the Philippines. Together, we have over 50 years of combined professional experience in industries such as technology, financial services, and consulting. But really, to realize our vision, we need your help. If you're a startup that's providing a platform or an app or a service where you have your users' employment and income information, we would love to work with you so that you can enable them to get access to better financial opportunities. We are Smile API. Please find out more about us by visiting our website and visiting our social media pages. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, my name is Ray, founder and CEO of Acquire, and our core product platform is called Wiremo. So the problem we're solving really is cross-border payments. So we have Filipinos who live overseas. They have difficulty paying their bills from abroad. So we help businesses here process payments. We also have people in the Philippines who like to pay their suppliers abroad, and they're also having difficulties. So it's both inbound and outbound. So right now, the only options for people are either a Western Union type money transfer service, which was designed for you to send money to relatives, and or telegraphic transfer, which was designed for you to send hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. So there's nothing really in between for small businesses. So our platform is capable of doing outbound remittance. The Philippines does over $130 billion in outbound transfers, self sign up and onboarding. And we are one of the first payments processors in the Philippines that has multi currency capabilities to up to 70 countries. So our deep specialization is in enterprise. We do deep integration with our clients. Recurring transactions is a specialty, and also cross-border payments. So aside from real estate, which is our specialty, we have been doing tuition payments. We're also good for bank loans, medical billing, anything recurring. Addressable market, the Philippines cross-border volume total is around $280 billion. This is both in and out of the country, which includes remittances, bill payments, BPOs, etc. Our goal is really to help Philippine businesses transact with the world, both inbound and outbound of the country. So our closest competitors would be Flywire in the US. Flywire is a publicly traded company that does education payments. Of course, Wise and Neum is also a competitor, but none of them are actually available directly in the Philippines. Our closest competitor here is PetNet or Western Union. Um, last In Q2, we did almost 1.7 million in revenue, and this year we might be breaking $7.5 million in revenue for this year. That's our current traction. Our team, we have over 50 years of experience, combined experience in fintech and banking and remittance. So also good with regulations, well diversified experience there. And we are raising a pre-series B, $8 million, 6 million equity, and 2 million venture loan. We already have a term sheet. We have a lead investor. If you want to get more details about that, we can share more information. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Javi Quinto from Xendit. And next slide is I just wanted to discuss how Xendit is the leading payment gateway across Southeast Asia, including the Philippines. So with the hyper growth that we have, as you can see year on year, we process about 25 billion US dollars volumes annually. It's an exhibit, or I would say a proof, on how much we have helped the businesses in the Philippines increase and manage their payments. So the next slide is I wanted to show you how the breadth, I would say, of how much companies would trust Xendit already, both representing regional and local businesses from startups to enterprises. Now, the next one I'd be discussing is on the timelines, maybe on how Xendit would actually focus on building the first to market solutions in the Philippines. As we started with direct debit product together with GrabPay, and that proved that scalability of that product is now being used by almost all of our merchants. Fast forward with that example, Xendit has evolved significantly, I would say. There's a spread of its channels, especially through last year's strategic investment to DragonPay. And because of the hypergrowth and that we saw the need for the Philippine businesses for importance of payments, we have received multiple and continuous fundings all throughout the years to further support the Philippines and the Southeast Asian businesses. Now, I wanted to show the product suite to support your businesses and the digital ecosystem. Of course, we do start with servicing through core payment solutions, but Xendit does not stop there as we provide more value added services, as you can see in this slide. In summary, for the next slide, we wanted to focus on the three problems and the solutions. First, payments are very manual. Xendit is here to automate them. Second, there are individual negotiations with these channels. Xendit has done it for you with one integration to rule them all. And lastly, Sometimes it takes a while to integrate. Xendit's speed is there to support, especially on after sales. And in summary, with the breadth of all the channels that we have in the next slide, we can help reach businesses to all types of customers. Just wanted to also show you in the next two slides how Xendit would also centralize the reports, the business processes, and financial processes. No? And in summary, to end this pitch, I just wanted to end with the Philippine mission for Xendit. It's really to create the digital infrastructure in the country through digitalization, product innovation, and financial inclusion. So if you need anything from me about Xendit, feel free to reach out and I'll be there to help you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm EJ Arboleda. I am a co-founder and the CEO of Taxumo. Taxumo is a web application, and we aim to help gig workers, self-employed individuals, and small business owners with their payment collections and tax compliance. We have seen that this particular market has a lot of problems. We are very familiar with tax compliance as a problem, but we have also seen that remaining financially viable because they don't have a stable source of income and shortening their collection cycle or actually professionalizing their collections is also a challenge that they face. This is where Taxumo comes in because we, aside from offering tax compliance as a solution, we will now be offering also accounts receivable as a service. So that is something we're very, very excited to launch. Aside from that, we are also working on allowing your clients or our users' clients rather to be able to pay using whatever means is easiest for them to use. The Philippine market is a huge market for freelancers. There are 4 million freelancers and even more undocumented or not as well documented gig workers. In fact, according to a recent report by Payoneer and Globe, we are the 6th fastest growing gig economy market in the world. Zooming out, this particular freelancer market is at 160 million potential users or a 1.28 trillion dollar market. 80% of large corporations have said that they plan to use even more flexible workers, and Taxumo plans to be there for those flexible workers when they choose to capture those opportunities presented to them. Our traction as of 2022. So we have started with tax compliance. That is our entry into the market. But we are also now solving other problems that we have seen our particular set of users, this particular market faces. And that is when it comes to invoicing and collection. Our signups have grown quite considerably in the last 3 years. We're currently at around 66,000 signups. 41.7%, 42% almost of all subscriptions in Taxumo are 2-year subscriptions, which speaks of people's trust in the platform. We have grown as well during the pandemic in terms of revenue, more than 200% actually. And we have seen that this growth is persisting even after the quarantine has ended. These are the founders of Taxumo. We have an average of 12 years experience in very different fields: IT, marketing, product development, banking, and of course, taxation and the law. And so we are well versed with problems that we are trying to tackle for our users. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening. If you are interested, we are looking for partners. We're currently fundraising, but we are also, more importantly, looking for partners that can help us take this vision further. If you're interested, please do contact us.
Hi, I'm Kenneth.
And I'm Paul.
And we are the co-founders of PAYHIRAM, where money is processed by people.
And we aim to penetrate every major source country for personal remittances.
With the current setup, the receiver here in the Philippines experienced numerous problems, like it will take 3 to 5 business days to arrive, higher fees, travel expenses to and from the remittance center.
Our solution is a mobile and human platform, a remittance center, ATM, foreign exchange system, money changer, and an e-wallet. Our primary service and revenue driver is our remittances and our new way to facilitate cash withdrawals of those remittances. We have secondary services that we mentioned, like foreign exchange and e-wallets. We also have peer-to-peer sending, payments, and more.
Using our cross-border remittances, OFWs can send money for just $1. It will arrive instantly and it's very easy to use.
Our peer-to-peer process allows independent partners or small businesses to act as a remittance outlet or a solo. Our peer-to-peer process allows independent partners and small business owners to act as remittance outlets, conducting transactions for their local community. Users have the flexibility to either pick up their cash via a partner location or a traditional pickup location, but they can also now have it delivered or deposit it straight to their e-wallet or to their bank account. They simply create a request, select their preferred option, and then hit send.
Once the request is posted to our bidding platform, our partners can bid in terms of fees and delivery time.
Users can now choose the cheapest and fastest option, either through PAYHIRAM or through a traditional outlet. The selected partner then communicates in a communication portal with the user and delivers the cash or conducts the transaction, the same as you would find with a rideshare service like Grab, Uber, or even Foodpanda.
We have partner outlets internationally, like banks, e-wallets, and over-the-counter, so our customer can easily cash in through the app.
We offer support for multiple currencies and have different options in terms of paying bills. In the future, we will integrate credit and debit cards so that users who receive remittances into their e-wallet balance can immediately begin spending it via debit card.
Why PAYHIRAM is the right app for OFWs and Filipinos? We have multiple options of fees where they can choose the cheapest and fastest option. We offer secure and safe process. We have flexible delivery where it can be picked up, delivered to the receiver, or deposited to a bank or e-wallets, which does not exist to any competitor. Lastly, it will arrive instantly.
A revenue model is that if an independent partner through PAYHIRAM conducts a transaction, they take 80% of the transaction fees and we take 20%. For an international user who wants to send a remittance into the Philippines, we charge them only $1 to send that remittance and $1 to top up their wallet. It's still cheaper than any existing option on the market.
We're currently seeking between $250,000 to $550,000 in funding to be used for operations, marketing, and legal. We will use the budget also to prepare for the Christmas season, festivals, and FIBA World Cup next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cindy Burdett. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ALLCARE, the country's first and only digital platform for employee and worker benefits. So we are trying to solve three problems of today. First is the future of work. Today, we have a new type of worker where we call them slasher or gig workers or alternatively employed. The second problem that we're trying to solve is the archaic ways that employee benefits are acquired. Today, you need to be part of a corporation or corporately employed to be able to have access to employee benefits. And as a result, this new type of worker has no access to worker benefits. And till today, this need remains to be unmet. How big is this problem? We think it's big enough. Globally, about 2 billion people are called alternatively employed or informal workers. These are your domestic helpers, freelancers, and VAs. And they make up about 60% of the working population. In the Philippines, about 1.5 million people are registered in online platforms, side hustling and doing gig work. And 69% of this number actually have another business on the side. On top of this, we have 99.5% of the registered businesses in the country unable to get benefits because they're either an SME or a startup. And this is why we created AllCare. AllCare aggregates both the supply of benefits that are important and comprehensive for workers. And on one side of that aggregator platform, we aggregate the demand from SMEs, startups, freelancers, and gig workers. By effectively aggregating, we can actually negotiate the benefits, distribute and pre-package the benefits that suit the different types of workers. So we have a comprehensive list of benefits, including HMO, life insurance, dental, medical, optical, and most importantly, one of our top acquired benefit is our birthday perk. So we do this effectively using our My Benefits dashboard. In the My Benefits dashboard, members can view all their benefits in real time, request checkups, claim benefits, and even add or buy benefits for their loved ones. So within the business model of AllCare is a network effect. So as more benefits are used, benefit providers are happy and we can negotiate better rates. And when benefit providers are happy, we can onboard more benefits so that our members are happier and more members mean more benefits and the cycle continues. Today, we have about 15,300 members on the platform. And as you can see, as of July 2022, this year, we already surpassed our previous year's revenue target. Okay. So we're backed by a few big names, including 500 Startups, one of our key investors. And we service a bunch of clients I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Most importantly, we have many community partners that are trying to change the benefits landscape by providing benefits to their gig workers. So our ask is we are looking for community partners to distribute AllCare. We're looking for more benefits to our benefit partners. And we're also looking for clients. If you're an SME or startup, we'd love to talk to you.
Hi, we are Dashlabs.ai. We automate labs, we simplify healthcare. The problem we're solving is that diagnostic labs are unscalable. 70% of clinical decisions depend on diagnostic tests, but 47% of the world has no access to these. And the issue is because there's a global shortage of diagnostic staff, and lab workers are spending a lot of time encoding paper. Studies show that labs that are automated do more tests with less resources. The problem is that most labs can't afford expensive software. As a lab owner, to fully digitize, you would need 4 to 5 different service providers to run your lab. And this can add up to about $50,000. Not everybody has that in the bank. Now, our business model to solve this is a paper test model. So what we do is we don't charge labs any expensive licensing fees, like most current firms in the market. We charge per test, and it makes the software affordable and accessible for small and medium labs. And we also do this to keep our upside in the lab market and align our interests with our clients. Our product is basically sitting between the lab and the patient and automating and digitizing everything in between. When you take a diagnostic test, you would need to encode your patient information, you need to purchase, and you would get your results. These usually happen with paper, but with Dashlabs.ai, you don't need it, it's all digital. Now, our unique USP is really to make our lab scalable. So by not charging this upfront capital expense with the paper test pricing and providing a one-stop shop for all of that 4 to 5 different software, we can help labs scale from 1 lab to 5 labs within a year. Our market is quite big. So in the Philippines alone, we have about $38.9 million from the 5.5K diagnostic labs here in the Philippines. When you look at the global diagnostics IT market, it would be about 39 billion. And globally, for the health software market, our TAM would be 320 billion, which is growing at such a fast rate. We are expecting 850 billion by 2030. Now, in traction, we've done 7.5 million tests for 5 million patients. We've processed $23 million in GMV on our online shop, making 300,000 in ARR, and are growing 40% quarter over quarter. We have 50 labs, 80 branches, and 500 collection sites. We have a hands-on founding team, and we have some of the country's leading health experts on our advisory board. We also have received investment from ADB Ventures and Y Combinator. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Mateus, and I am the founder of Medpath, where we use technology to connect nurses with opportunity. So prior to starting the company, I used to head Work Abroad, the largest overseas jobs platform in the Philippines. And in my role, we sent over 50,000 nurses overseas. What I found is that hospitals desperately need Filipino nurses, but they're lacking solutions to get them. The average hospital requires over 50 nurses a month, has terrible attrition, and current solutions are not addressing their recruitment needs. On the nurses' side, they also are faced with many bottlenecks that prevent them from reaching high paying jobs locally or overseas. And the bottom line is that it's tough to be a nurse in the Philippines. Only 1 in 10 nurses on average make it all the way. Now, we are solving these problems by building a web platform that connects nurses to the best job opportunities through our career builder, training programs that fill in the gaps in their qualifications, and a community that fosters higher engagement and long-term value. To do this, we have a product that is relevant, easy to use, and it's effective. It leads to 3 times more job openings for our users, 4 times faster TAT for our clients, like hospitals, and double the success rate. To make money, we charge a simple rate each month that ranges up to $1,000. We're targeting 300 employers for 2023. We have about 40 right now, and a goal of $1 million in revenue for next year. It's not the only way we can make money. We can, of course, cross-sell and upsell to our employers premium products. We have revenue sharing agreements with our partners. So if we sell a training program from a partner, we can collect as much as 10% or $50 for a single nurse. And we can also eventually sell premium services like a LinkedIn Premium. We have thousands of users already, including dozens of the top employers in the Philippines, as well as some of the top partners in the Philippines to provide additional value. We're growing 60% month over month, and 50% of our traction, very importantly, is from organic channels. We don't spend much on marketing at all. The goal for the coming years is first to capitalize in the Philippine market. Nurses start as students and need local jobs, and that's where we need to be relevant. Eventually, we want to vertically integrate the agency role and deploy nurses directly overseas. The long-term plan is to expand globally to nurse exporting countries and work directly with these nurses and connect them to hospitals all over the world. So countries like India, China, and South America. So with that, thank you, and you can get in touch with me here.
The Philippines is a global leader in outsourcing, which is about a 13% share in the global market. In 2021, it grew by 10.5% and generated 120,000 additional jobs, which is believed to trigger another hypergrowth phase. IBPAP 2028 roadmap targets to grow the Philippine outsourcing into a $58 billion industry and generate additional 1.1 jobs. I am Nikki C. I'm the founder and CEO of Ignite Careers, and we believe that the Philippines can harness this global leadership to drive inclusive growth across the nation. But we have a problem. Out of 200 people who apply as call center agents, only 5 are hired. Imagine the volume of applications and the resources BPO companies need to dedicate just to fill a class. Just to maintain operational capacity, the industry needs to hire at least 426,000 headcount every year. This puts the estimated market size at $127.8 million in 2021 and is expected to almost double to $228.8 million by 2028. Our solutions is ignitecareers.ph, a career matching platform for BPOs and more. It's a one-stop shop for talent solution for BPO companies in the Philippines and eventually a resource page for Filipinos who want to join the BPO industry. We have assessments integrated into the platform, including English proficiency and typing tests measuring speed and accuracy. We use this together with the candidate's preferences, requirements of the job openings, and our recruiters' notes and rubric scores for verbal proficiency to generate the candidate success prediction score that has a 96.53% accuracy, allowing hiring BPO companies to hire faster and easier while giving candidates an excellent application experience. This enables us to deliver hires on demand with an 80% initial screening pass rate, covering the initial interview and online exam. Last year, using the same platform, we were able to generate 50 monthly hires or 1 million in monthly revenue with just 5 fresh graduate recruiters. Using the same platform, we were able to deliver 25 hires in just 1 day for 1 client. In 2021, we focused on executing our strategy by leveraging technology with an MVP that can easily be scaled. With our platform, we were able to grow our revenue in the first half of 2022 by 1,149%, with only a 139% increase in additional cost of services. For our revenue model, being a one-stop shop town solution for our services range from job advertisements, recruitment events, online and offline, lead generation, placements, and recruitment process outsourcing, and more. Now, let me introduce you to the synergistic team of Ignite Careers, composed of the CEO, CFO, CTO, who made this exponential growth possible in just 1.5 years. What makes our team effective is not just our complementing expertise, but also our high trust. The Philippines' global share is expected to increase to 15.5% when we are going to ride on this. Ultimately, our goal is to be a major player and capture 10% of the market with a 42,600 hires per year, or 12.78 million in annual revenue. We are currently fundraising for 50 million to scale our operations as we take a hybrid online and offline approach.
Hi, my name is Hamilton, CEO of Kwik.insure. What we do is we digitalize insurance distribution. So the problem we are addressing is the slow insurance penetration rate of our country, as well as the low digital insurance sales of this 360 billion industry. This is despite the Philippines having the highest e-commerce growth in the world, and according to BSP, by next year, half of all transactions will actually be digital already. And so why is this? The insurance industry, basically, a lot of the players that have very limited technology, insurance still has so much stigma around it. And when you look at digital insurance, it's at its very early days. Think about it as e-commerce 5, 7 years ago. And so the question is, who's going to take advantage of this opportunity? Who's going to drive this growth? We'd like to do that by working with businesses in distributing and utilizing digital insurance. Essentially, what we want to do is to leverage their size and the reach of their businesses to get to as many customers as fast as possible. And so what we do is we digitalize insurance products, same with legacy processes. We also create these digital selling opportunities for insurers and our platform partners. Critical to what we do is product design, where we have to make sure our products are very simple, modular, and relevant. So some use cases, basically, what our model is B2B2C, and we partner mostly with e-commerce sites, fintech apps. What we do is we bundle insurance for free, or they are able to cross sell them at checkout. We also do this on an offline model where we partner with physical retailers. Ultimately, what we want is for our partners to be able to maximize their revenues or to be able to add value their products and services through insurance. Another thing that we do is we service corporations, basically giving them group life, HMO, fleet, health insurance, and we make their experience better by giving them digital tools, particularly our partner dashboard, which eliminates a tedious coordination between companies and insurance and HMO providers whenever they're making changes to their policies and coverage. So far, we've sold more than 23 million pesos already. And in September, we did 3.2 million. We've sold more than 32,000 policies to date, and we're partnered with more than 30 insurance and HMO partners. Myself, I was previously a general manager of Cashalo, previously a general manager of Cebuana Luwilier, where I first started selling insurance. Gani was also part of Sun Life, where he led the agency development of its 21,000 strong agency network. He also worked for AIA and AXA. As a business model, we basically make 25% of everything that we sell. We are a brokerage and we have all the licenses to sell all products. When it comes to technology, we are very flexible. We can partner with anyone and sell any product. So that's who we are, Kwik.insure. We digitalize insurance distribution. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Angeline Veray, co-CEO of Talent Hero, and in Talent Hero, we grow your international team the right way, less the usual time, cost, and risk of going it alone. So the future of work is here, and it requires a lot of remote employees. And for us to be able to solve this shift to be one of the winners and not the losers in this big change in the world, we have Employer of Record as one of our core products, which means your employees will be under our own legal entity locally. And we can also get you contractors and give them global payroll and benefits. So you don't have to, and you still stay compliant in your business. And what's our business model? Basically, for every employee, you pay around $200 to $300 per employee per employee of record. And anything else aside from that would be 10% administration fee. So it's either office space, equipment rental, or anything else that you would need, maybe an event for your employees and stuff like that. And then what's our market size? Basically, we're trying to reach around $2.8 billion of revenue from the global outsourcing market, starting in the Philippines, who are primarily an English speaking race. So I did a little bit of financial projections, and the blue ones are the current numbers. And from what you can see, we can definitely reach that number if we double our revenue or even triple or quadruple our revenue every year or every quarter. And who are our competitors? There's Deal, Remote, Papaya Global, and Lano, all doing employee of record, but they do not have recruitment, in-house recruitment, and they do not have a business ecosystem that we have, which has office spaces, equipment rentals, and anything else that you need in your business. Now, what's our traction showing? Basically, we're trending upwards from quarter to quarter, month per month, and our usual revenue per quarter is around $200 to $300,000, and our EBIT or our profits are around 25% of that. So this month we are actually trending on one quarter's worth of revenue. So we're still waiting on 2 more months. And lastly, here's a little bit of demo of our platform, the Employer Hero, one of our apps. As you can see, when you log in, you get onboarded, and then you will see a dashboard. You will see all your contracts, your staff, payments, payment history, your invoicing, and you can even create your own contracts, whatever it is that you need for your business that we can help you facilitate. And lastly, here's the team. We have Carla Silva as the founder of this venture. I'm the co-CEO, and we have a small team of recruiters and HR specialists. And what are we looking for in Talent Hero? Basically, we're really looking to scale from our network. So right now, our clients are from our network, and we're looking for international clients who are hiring remote workers starting in the Philippines, and preferably without a local entity, so that we can offer them employer of record for their company. And of course, let's connect. My email is chi@talenthero.co, and you can go to our website, talenthero.co, and fill up the form so that we can contact you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Francis Sui. I'm the founder and chief vision officer of USHER Technologies. I still remember myself when I was 11 years old when the Great Luzon earthquake happened. And as a result, there are thousands of people who died, got injured, and went missing. And there were a lot of damage of properties in many parts of the northern part of the country. And just recently, we experienced this magnitude 7 earthquake in Abra. And we hope that with Usher Technologies, we'll be able to help prepare more communities for the next big one. The United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction promotes the 7 global target, and that is to reduce mortality, affected people, economic loss, and damage to critical infrastructures. And this can be done with the increase in national and local DRS strategies, international cooperation, and the availability and access to multi-hazard and early warning systems like Usher. In the Philippines, as one of the measures, the Department of Public Works and Highways came up with this building instrumentation requirement way back in 2015. In summary, it mandates the installation of structural health monitoring system, the constant monitoring, retrieval, interpretation, storage, and archiving of structural data. And this is required for school buildings, hospitals, malls, commercial buildings, all government buildings, industrial buildings, and most especially high-rise buildings. With all the requirement, or all with this requirement, all the need for disaster risk reduction, the compliance rate has been very low. Building owners reason out that the technology is so complex and so expensive. And that is why the Department of Science and Technology supported our project at Mapua, and we now have in the market Usher, According to UN, every dollar we spend in prevention and preparedness saves us $7 in response and rehabilitation. Imagine how much we can save with Usher technology. We've been working with a significant number of of commercial buildings and government buildings since 2020, and we've been accredited by the biggest name in development and construction in the country, and received significant awards that proves the effectiveness and potential of this technology. In the next 5 years, we would like to position Azure as a multi-hazard platform, not just for earthquake but also to address other disaster concerns. With this, that we offer partnership and collaboration in assuring a safer and more resilient world.